Alright guys, welcome back to another one. In today's video, I want to talk about the recent Joel Osment interviews. And yes, I say interviews because there's actually two where he's sitting down, the voice of Sora, and talking about Kingdom Hearts. Now, there's no new information, of course. New information's not going to come from a voice actor. But still, I think this circumstance is really cool just because it's a really rare occurrence for Joel Osment to be talking about Kingdom Hearts. This almost never happens, and I think there's this certain level of, wholesomeness when it eventually does. I think that the role of Sora is without a doubt one of his most iconic roles, although, I'm a little bit biased. But yeah, recently IGN sat down with Joel Osment to talk about all of his works over the years while playing Ocarina of Time, Halo 3, and Kingdom Hearts. And that's the other cool thing too, is I don't think there's ever been a situation where we've seen footage of Joel Osment playing Kingdom Hearts. Now here's the thing though, I think a few people in the Kingdom Hearts community are a little bit disgruntled about this. This kind of hit headlines for the Kingdom Hearts community the day the interview dropped from IGN. And this is mainly to do with the mention of Kingdom Hearts 4 from the interviewer, and how apparently Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to wrap up the Kingdom Hearts story. Now, this was news to Joel Osment, or at least so it seems. He was kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess.
They have said that, Kingdom Hearts 4 is happening, and Nomura said that it's actually going to kind of wrap up the series.
Oh, wow. A lot of people took this as the interviewer basically saying that Kingdom Hearts 4 is the final Kingdom Hearts game, which we know that Kingdom Hearts 4 is not the final Kingdom Hearts game. Its story is going to be written with a conclusion in mind, basically meaning that this new saga, the Lost Master saga that is beginning with Kingdom Hearts 4, will lead us towards a total conclusion of Kingdom Hearts. And look, this is me giving IGN the benefit of the doubt. Me, which is insane because I've got a whole collection of IGN kind of Kingdom Hearts hate videos out there. So this is a really rare circumstance. But I genuinely do think with the interviewer mentioning to Haley that Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to wrap up the story, she meant what the information truly is. It's going to lead towards a conclusion, but that the game isn't truly the last final Kingdom Hearts game. It must be so surreal though to hear that a project that you've been working on for beyond 20 years at this point is finally coming to an end in an interview type format and not officially being told by the creators themselves. However though, it's very possible that Joel Osment already knew about this information. Voice actors do go under NDA, so in regards to anything that the public just shouldn't know, and he might not be aware that this is currently public information, of course, they're not allowed to say anything on it. At the same time too though, voice actors are generally the last in the pipeline of development to know and find out about certain things. If we remember, Bill Farmer, the voice of Goofy, had no idea Kingdom Hearts 4 had been announced. And I do think that Joel Osment is quite sly and low-key about Kingdom Hearts 4 because in another interview that came from a YouTuber, the movie Dweeb, a couple months back where they were talking about Kingdom Hearts, partway through that interview, Joel Osment mentions Kingdom Hearts 4. Then the movie Dweeb says to Haley that he's hoping that Kingdom Hearts 4 ends up happening, even though we know this was officially revealed back in 2022. This is actually a mistake on his part. He wasn't meant to say that. He mentioned that in the comment section. And then randomly, Haley starts acting as if, oh yeah, I hope a Kingdom Hearts 4 also happens as well. So really, who knows what Joel Osment knows?
A big beard, big moustache. That's what I really want.
I like that. Maybe that's coming up for Kingdom Hearts 4.
I'm praying for a Kingdom Hearts 4. And I know nothing's been announced, but how does the thought of another sequel make you feel?
Oh, I feel like they will. I'm the last person in the assembly line because they record it in Japanese first every time. So I'm the very last stage in the process.
So the first takeaway here is that Haley loses the fight to Titus on Destiny Island.
Oh, I'm gonna die. He's gonna kill me.
There is something so surreal about seeing Sora failing Sora. I mean, we already know that from a narrative point of view, Sora is the biggest threat to himself. He's done himself in a couple of times now, so we may as well just add this situation to the list of those. During lockdown, Haley tried to make his way through Kingdom Hearts 3, but unfortunately never ended up finishing the game.
I have not played video games in so long. I completely, I was just terrible at number 3, so I didn't get very far.
Now, I know it might be a bit of a strange thought to think that, the main character, the voice actor for Sora, has not finished a certain Kingdom Hearts game, and especially one as big as Kingdom Hearts 3. But to be fair, it is actually quite a common thing for voice actors or actors to not actually experience their work once that work has officially released. And I'm sure Haley Joel Osment is an incredibly busy guy to get the chance to sit down and to play a 20 to 40 hour RPG. Yeah, that's probably not going to fit into the itinerary of things. But yes, Kingdom Hearts 3 apparently kicked his ass, which is even funnier when you realize the exact same thing happened to Sora. We then see Haley dying on the beach of Destiny Islands yet again to a group of shadows. Look, I gotta cut him some slack. It must be so hard to play a video game while you're being interviewed. Going back to the whole time thing I was talking about, he probably doesn't get too much time to sit down and play video games. He actually mentioned in the interview that, yeah, he just doesn't have a lot of time for video games, so I would say the video game skill set isn't something that Haley actually has. I also saw a lot of people bringing up a confusing comment mentioned by Haley in the interview, talking about when it comes to how the Kingdom Hearts story can be confusing. He mentioned that one time when they were going to record a Kingdom Hearts game, there was actually a time map of the timeline of Kingdom Hearts, and with all the different important story points. It was mentioned by the Square Enix producers that apparently in this Kingdom Hearts game, Sora is going back in time to before Kingdom Hearts 1, which is clearly something that is difficult when Haley Joel Osment's voice had already dropped at that point.
Kingdom Hearts 2 was the one where the producers brought in a big whiteboard showing the trajectory of the story, because that one was a lot of traveling back in time and everything. And I was walking in there going okay, the character's gonna get older with me. And they're actually Sora goes back to even before he was his age of the first one. I was like, oh great.
Now I've seen some comments with people saying oh my god, is this a Kingdom Hearts game that hasn't come out yet? We're going back in time? What's going on here? What game is he talking about? I think Haley's words are getting a little bit muddled up here, but I believe he is referring to the recording of Rechain of Memories. So at this point, Kingdom Hearts 2 had already released. Of course, we got the Sora with the deeper Haley voice. Rechain of Memories takes place between Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 with younger KH1 Sora. And yes, it is very jarring jumping into Rechain of Memories with KH2 Sora voice now that Haley is older. So it was like something happened in the realm of darkness where Sora hit puberty. I do love that the IGN interviewer let Haley Joel Osment know about the accidental Sora voice clips.
We'll post clips called Accidental Sora, where in roles, now and again, they just hear a little bit of Sora in your voice.
This has been a long-running meme in the Kingdom Hearts community. Basically, Kingdom Hearts fans will always pay attention to any of the recent Haley Joel Osment movies or TV shows to see if he accidentally hits the Sora voice. And this has been used for a lot of top-quality Kingdom Hearts memes.
Sorry he doesn't re-swab those urethras. Do you think I like swabbing urethras? Guess it depends on the urethra. Nope. They're all bad, but I swab them all the same because it's my job, which is actually really, really important, unlike your job, which could be done by a Roomba.
While they were talking about this, he specifically mentioned the hold up, let him cook meme, which I think at this stage genuinely is the biggest Kingdom Hearts meme. Outside of just the immediate Kingdom Hearts audience, this has become a very generalized meme, and it's funny to know its origins being that of Kingdom Hearts. He was asked what his favorite Kingdom Hearts game is, and of course, it is Kingdom Hearts 2. Simply bass. Now, I think it is apparent that at this point, Haley doesn't really play the Kingdom Hearts games, but the reason why KH2 is his favorite is because of the memories he had working on this project. He mentioned that for the recording sessions of a lot of the Kingdom Hearts games, he's not generally on site with Square Enix, the producers, possibly even Tetsuya Nomura, to record the work. But for Kingdom Hearts 2, a lot of the voice recording sessions for the work on that game was all done with the producers in the vicinity, so that's super cool. He clearly worked very closely with Square, and I have to say, while I think that Kingdom Hearts 3 has some really great moments when it comes to the dialogue, I think that Kingdom Hearts 2's overall writing and just the performance in that game is still the best of any of the Kingdom Hearts games, and this definitely explains why that is. The last little interesting takeaway here is the final recording session for Haley for Kingdom Hearts 1 was him just straight up doing all of the battle quotes and sound effect. You know, like when Sora takes one swing of the Keyblade, he's like, yeah, take that, come on, deep freeze, fire, heal. Apparently it took them an entire day to go through absolutely all of those, and as we know in Kingdom Hearts, there is a lot of those, and this is clearly something that he's had to do time and time again as a new Kingdom Hearts game releases, with Sora having to repeat certain different battle quotes, or when new mechanics and features get input into the game that requires a new quote or battle sound effect to come from Sora. I imagine these sessions to be incredibly hilarious. The dude just standing there going, yeah, hey, ho, hey, oh, come on! So those are all of the interesting things that came out of the Haley Joel Osment interviews. In regards to the second one, there really isn't anything overly too interesting that kind of came out of that interview, but it's just a cool watch nonetheless for both of them to just see Haley talking about Kingdom Hearts. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to keep up with everything going on here. Check out my other garbage social media platform. A big thank you to my wonderful patrons. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and we'll talk real soon.